Hello, everyone. At Harvard Graduate School of Education, we have a very special opportunity for every student, which is academic coaching. Um, it's a customized one on one session that you have with your coach at an evenly paced way throughout your time here. And these are moments of reflection and moments of an opportunity for you to improve. So I signed up for the academic coaching right in the beginning of the year, and every week, uh, I haven't been that regular, but I should say at least every month, I have definitely been reflecting on some of the areas that I need improvement in, and I'm constantly focused on those learning edges, trying to improve myself and grow. So, something that came up in my last conversation was around productivity and how to make sure that I am aligned with my goals and I am being my productive best when I want to be. And through those conversations, some really insightful tips emerged, and I thought I should share them with you because you may be facing a challenge in being productive in your own lives. So, here it goes. The first technique is the Pomodoro technique. And what that means is that you need to set a timer of 25 minutes and focus intensely on a particular task for those 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. So you don't sit for more than 25 minutes in one go trying to achieve any task, and you slice it up and try to repeat this cycle for 3 to 4 times before you've achieved something or completed your goal, and then you can take a longer break. Now, what that does is instead of creating this large chunk of time where you say that, oh, I have to sit for 4 hours and study or whatever, finish a certain number of tasks, uh, that looks really big. But when you say, I just need to sit for 25 minutes and just get this one thing right in front of me done, that seems more realistic and achievable. So try the Pomodoro technique and let me know if that works. Number two is being accountable to someone. Now, what happens very often is, at least this is something that I've seen in my own life, whenever there are external stakeholders involved, I tend to be more responsive and also get my work done on time. But when it comes to my own goals or something that I'm doing for myself, I become more lax and I take it in a more lighthearted manner. So, what I've started doing is I have tried to actively involve stakeholders that I am responsible to so that I get my goals accomplished. So, this can either be your coach, this could be a friend that you trust, this could be a mentor, this could be someone senior that you look up to or that you respect, and you share your goals with them and then sort of, uh, you know, ask them to keep a track on your accomplishments as well. This will help you feel more accountable and get your work done faster. Next, something that really works for me is creating co working time with someone. Now, very often I get into a slump where, say, I have the weekend to myself and I need to get certain tasks done. But I think that, oh, there's more time. Maybe I can do it in the evening. Maybe I can do this tomorrow. And I don't get it done. But if I put myself in an environment where I see others working towards their goal, I feel more energized and motivated to do the same. So, if you have the opportunity, pull yourself out of your comfort zone, your room, and step into a library or go into a space where you see others who are working. And if you can't do that, then Zoom or online video conferencing platforms are amazing. So get a friend to come online, ask them to do their work, and you can do your work. And maybe follow the Pomodoro technique as well. And just work together, but in your own specific areas. So I have noticed that this has significantly helped me in improving my productivity. If nothing works, I get my husband to join me over a Zoom call. He logs in from India, I log in from Boston, and he does his own work and I do mine. And I find that creating this accountability partner significantly helps you, even in those moments where you're feeling a little dull. I have used this even to get my workouts in order where I'm not feeling motivated to get out of bed and pick up the dumbbells or get some work done. I just go online on Zoom and then, get someone to exercise with me remotely. And that has really worked well for me. So see if you can try this as well. And then the fourth point is around spacing. Now, very often, one key area of concern that comes up is that when you have large chunks of time and you don't know how to break that up, it leads to most of the time getting wasted. So, in this situation, something that has worked for me is setting up meetings at a frequency of 2 to 3 hours and working towards those meetings with a set goal or agenda makes me more productive. So, suppose I know in the next 1 hour I have this meeting where I'm going to be working with these people on this and this idea. My last 1 hour before that meeting is going to be the most productive because I'm quickly getting stuff done. Now, I would ideally like to work at that efficiency throughout, but I'm not able to do it. So, I create these meetings where even if they're not work related meetings, maybe it's a conversation with a friend, maybe one of you reaches out to me through my social media or over email and wants to chat with me about something, I make it a point to give you that time. And every weekend, I spend, I meet at least 2 to 3 people online and speak to them about different things. So, for instance, this week I had organized my first live session on LinkedIn, and close to 8 to 10 people showed up, and I had a conversation ranging from working on business development for two companies that are coming together in India to postdoc opportunities in the US and just a whole lot of stuff in between. I got to speak to people about so many different aspects of life, and I found that to be really energizing. So it could be a work related meeting or it could be just a general meeting or a catch up with a friend. So try to create those milestones in the middle of your day and set targets towards those milestones that, okay, in 2 hours I have this coming up and I just want to finish something before that. Now that makes me more productive than just having that full day open to myself. And then something that's aligned with this is also the fact that uh, there is your work will take the time that you give it. So if you give a particular task 1 hour, you can actually complete it in 1 hour. But if you say you have the whole day to do it, even if 24 hours go by, there's a possibility you may not do it. And that simply happens because there is a tendency for work to fill up the time that we give it. So always time your tasks, and by creating this spacing and using this milestone technique, you will be able to give yourself the adequate time that is required to complete something. And lastly, this is a more customized approach, I should say. Uh, the earlier four methods are methods that I have experimented in my life, and I know that they work for me. But there may be something else that works for you. So, in this situation, what you should do is ask yourself this question: what are the moments where I find myself the most productive? And as you reflect on those moments, think about what are the situations, circumstances, people, processes, what is involved in that makes me productive. Try to point a finger on one or two of those aspects and then replicate that for yourself. So, what I suggest is pause this video and think about what are the moments where you have found yourself to be the most productive and highlight the qualities that made you productive and use that to your advantage. Now, if you want to go a step further, think also about what are the moments where you are the most unproductive and try to highlight those qualities that made you unproductive in those situations. And once you've identified those qualities, make sure that you don't create an environment where those qualities come out. So, for instance, I find myself the most unproductive when I have a full day to myself and I'm just by myself in my room. I would prefer to watch a YouTube video or scroll through Instagram or just read other people's social media, LinkedIn posts, but I wouldn't really come online and do something and get my work done. But when I apply any of these techniques, I find myself to be productive. So I encourage you to reflect on what works well for you and make sure you apply that in your life. And if you feel that it may add value to the world, then also share those techniques in the comments below so that we can all create a community of learning and being productive together. On that note, all the best and a very happy International Women's Day in advance, which is coming up this month. This is the month to celebrate the feminine. So, best wishes to you and see you on the other side.